Hi everyone, welcome to video number 28. I'm Marlene Moore, the creator of the Back to Basics piano program. Today we're going to talk about octaves and octave studies and continue on with book 9. We are more than halfway through book 9, so it shouldn't take too long. So if you got your books 9 ready and open, and you'll need a notepad to write down these things. On octave studies, I've done these before in a lesser way, but I thought I would show these to you today because it's so important to have your students prepared for octaves before they do the octave studies, because you know they're tricky. You know yourself from trying to play octaves, they're not easy. Make sure that the student has a big enough hand. And what I'm going to show you today, make sure that you and your students do not do these octave studies more than once a day. You can easily develop tendinitis, and I don't want anybody to develop tendinitis. These are something that you have to gradually ease into if you haven't done them before. Okay, so here we go. The first octave study is, and I'm going to do these on C, it's just easier. The first one is broken, or solid rather, before we get to broken. So one each on solid C major octaves, both hands. I would teach them hands separately to begin with. Then 2 on each key. And then 3 on each key. If you're writing them out as notation, those would be triplets. 1 triplet, 2 triplet, that way. Next is we start with this way, with going from left to right. So from bass to treble with both hands. Leave it like that, still bass to treble. The next one is treble to bass, pinky finger to thumb. The next one is starting with the thumbs, going out to the baby fingers. Thumb, baby finger, and keep that all the way up and down. Thumb, baby. Still same thing, thumb, baby finger. Now opposite, baby finger, thumb. You see, we are using different muscles for each one of these different kinds of octave studies. Next one we will be going to do is left, left, right, right. Okay, you got that? Baby finger, thumb in the left hand, thumb, baby finger, right hand. Left, left, right, right. Opposite, baby finger, thumb, thumb, baby finger. So right hand, baby finger, thumb, and then thumb, baby finger. So we're going right, right, left, left. It's just the opposite to the last one. They're quite fun to do once you get used to them and get up to speed. If you haven't had these already, they're really great fun. They are, you know, 1 on each key, 2, get them up to speed, 3, the good old wrist movement all the way. Next one is starting this way. They stay the same all the way down, starting with right to left. Starting with thumbs. I'm doing the same as before, only faster. Starting with baby fingers. Okie dokie, and I think we did the one with thumbs, right? Thumbs are out, this way. Baby fingers. And then the really crazy one, left, right, right. That one's the most fun. And then going backwards, do it the other way. And that's it. That's it for the octave studies. Good luck with that. You might have to rewind and watch that again if you have never ever done these. With your students, make sure that they're doing it once a day only at home, because they can really wreck their fingers. The tendonitis can get very, very bad. I can't stress that more. Be careful with them. Make sure you make a big deal out of telling them that. Tell the parent that too. It's important. So now we should be ready for octave studies. I'm on page 25 of book 9, octave study number 2 by Cherney. Great fun. Oh, right hand. Something like that. And then it goes on to having the left hand. The left hand takes over the octaves at that point. Okay? I think you can get the idea of that one. I would definitely do this hand separately for sure. And these beautiful chords in the left hand need to be memorized. I haven't played this for a long time, but they need to be memorized. Very, very interesting harmonies that go with these octaves to make it more interesting. Okay, I'm now on page 26. My Song. The children write this one. I would repeat that. Up in A minor, which it's supposed to be. Anything goes with these improvisational little compositions. Anything goes. Okay, folks, we're on page 27, the C major sonatina by Kuhlau. interesting. I haven't played this for years, but I love it. I just love these little pieces that help with the scales, chords, arpeggios. Not too many arpeggios here, but you know what I mean. Look at measure the fourth line, 1, 2, 3, fourth line down, left hand, measure 1. It's written incorrectly. It should be GB with a D. GB with a D. You hear that? It only had this. I know from my ear that that's not right. It's a notational defect. Here we go. Aha. So 1, 2, 3, fourth one down. First measure left hand. Instead of B, you add a G. So it makes the chord of G, B, and the D is delayed. That will be corrected for the new edition, but you should write it into your copy. This goes on to the second movement. It should be a little pause here. It's not written in second movement, but it is really a second movement. So when you get finished there on the first one, have the student pause before you go into this. Then there's a variation that goes here. Isn't that neat? Isn't that a neat little variation that Mr. Kulau did there? That takes us to it goes through those passages and then into the third movement. I think you probably all had this piece at some time. If you haven't, you're going to have to spend a lot of time on it because there are very, very tricky passages, even in this one that's a little slower. And then back into the beginning, and so on. I think that's enough time spent on that. Take that one page at a time. That is not an easy piece. There's a lot of fingering, a lot of scale passages, and some really good chunky chords too. Now we're on to page 34, German Dance by Beethoven. A really pretty one. G major, sight reading piece. Okay, that's probably enough of that one. Notice we've got a hard piece and then an easy piece. This is the easier one for the sight reading. And we're doing really well today. We're coming to the last piece in the book, which is my tangos. My tangos piece. And I think I have it memorized. Let's try. The way to prove whether or not I have something memorized is to take the glasses off. Let's jazz this up a little bit. Let's jazz this up. That sound like a tango? You know what? I'm going to stop. This is too slow for me. This really is too slow for me. For the piece. It's too slow for the piece. Let's jazz it up a little bit. We need the glasses for this. And go to where it says Latin. I hope you guys are going to enjoy our one of our next videos is going to be on electronic music. And we need to know that because the children are all getting these lovely fancy digital pianos. Did you know that this piano cost more than $15,000? It's not just a keyboard. It's great fun. At the moment, I am writing a symphony by using this piano. Let's try this one here. Here we go. Here we go. You ready to tango? You got your tango shoes on? Let's go. Are you ready? That's better. something like that. That was fun for me. I forgot some of it, but just keep going, cover the tracks, it works. I hope you have some way that you can do the cha-cha or the tango. Even if you have some maracas, they're very good for this. Get the children to play the musical instruments from South America or from Mexico when you're playing this. I was in Buenos Aires, Argentina this was in 2010, and I learned how to do the tango. It was pretty bad, but I tried my best. The tangos is great fun. I hope you have fun teaching this one. It's complicated, but it's not impossible, and it makes a really good recital piece for you or for your students. So enjoy that, even without the rhythm or the percussion behind it. It's a lot of fun. Okay, let me check our time. We got carried away with tangos there. We've got a little bit of time left, so that's good. How would I teach tangos? I would say very carefully. And they're at the stage where they will like this piece because it's not classical, it's just fun. And you can tell them the history of the tango. It's a wonderful history. Don't forget the certificate at the back of Book 9. Isn't that cool that we're finished Book 9? So, what are we going to do in Book 10? Well, lots of hard stuff. Hopefully by next year we'll have the covers in color. Won't that be nice? Book 9 starts off with the theme. There are no more instructions to the teacher because we figure by now you know how to teach if your student is in Book 10. A theme by Beethoven, Prelude by Chopin, Sonatina by Clementi, Flying by Burgmüller, Prelude in C minor by Chopin, At the Dancing School by me, By the Limpid Stream by Burgmüller, Seagulls by me, Etude by Stephen Heller, Bass River Rag by me, Moonlight Sonata by Beethoven, Little Girl by me, Racing by Burgmüller, Fantasy Impromptu by Chopin, Sonata in C major by Mozart. And then the Book 10 graduation song. That's a lot of pieces for Book 10, so let's get started. We're only going to be able to get the tip of the iceberg today for Book 10, but at least a peek into it. We're on page 4, theme, Beethoven, C major. I excerpted this theme from a longer sonatina because it always goes unnoticed, and I slowed it down. I hope you approve. Do you hold on to your pedal when you have to go to the next page and the piece isn't finished? I do. Such a beautiful piece. Such a beautiful piece. Dominant sevenths down below for E major and B major, dominant sevenths. Be sure to practice those. Those are getting into big girl and big boy stuff. And then the Chopin Prelude in E minor, which most of us know. That's probably far enough. The glasses aren't good enough, and we're just about out of time. So we've got our work cut out for us in Book 10, for you and for me and for your advanced students. It will probably be a long time before you get too many advanced students in the Back to Basics piano program, but you'll be able to watch the videos again and review. So listen, if you have any questions on the Facebook group Back to Basics Piano Teacher Training Program, ask questions. That's the way you get answers, is to ask questions. Let me know how you enjoyed today's video. Let me know how you if you enjoyed any of the videos. That would be nice. Okay, guys. Bye for now. Thanks for watching.